Construction on MTSU's campus has become a major issue for students and faculty. It often causes students to have to take longer routes to class and may even cause them to be late. The loud construction is very distracting for students who are in class, and a change needs to be made to do what is best for all students.
This matter would have to be presented to MTSU's Campus Planning Vice President, Patty Miller. She is the contact for campus planning's time and whereabouts of all construction performed on campus. Due to the population growth on MTSU, more buildings are being made in order to hold such a large capacity of students, such as the new science building next to the library. However, this building has little to no interference with students and their commutes to and from their classes, unlike a previous project held in the middle of Peck Hall's maze, where students had to squeeze by the walls or walk around the building.
So, a counter-argument someone might have is that there are thousands of students walking on MTSU's campus every single day, and it's pretty much impossible to please every single one of them. They're doing the best that they can with construction times, and there quite possibly might not be any other time that for the construction workers to work on their projects at MTSU except for the times given to them by the company. It's hard to think that they already haven't thought about this and know that people were going to want to complain. It seems pointless to fund spotlights for the construction workers to work at night when they could just easily work during the daylight hours with natural sunlight. It's hard to believe that there is an issue on campus with construction since MTSU is just doing everything that they can to better the school and improve the environment for students and faculty.
We believe that if construction could be moved to a later time in the day, it would be beneficial to everyone on MTSU's campus. It would allow the workers time to do work without interruption by the students and faculty. A large positive to this would be the workers gaining more focus, allowing them to get the job done to the best of its abilities and maybe even meet the deadlines early. This would also help the students by not having to worry about rerouting to class with the possibility of being late.
It often takes place in some of the most highly populated places on campus. This causes students to have to change their routes to class, and they may even be marked tardy or penalized for these actions. Some examples of this include the stairs at the KUC, the center of Peck Hall, and the street under the bridge for the new Student Service Center. Although the school's funding may have to be slightly adjusted, it is not the main concern for the solution to this problem. It could be solved by construction workers moving their projects to later in the day when students are out of class, or even to the weekends. The projects could take place over the summer or other breaks where students are sparse on campus.
In conclusion, MTSU has too much hectic, unnecessary construction going on during the busiest hours of school days. It's very distracting to students and faculty, and it is also very inconvenient to everyone around the construction project. There are thousands of students just trying to simply get to their classes every day, and it's pretty difficult when you're faced with obstacles, detours, and orange cones in your way, and it is hard to get to class promptly. And the solution could simply just be changing the hours of construction to not the prime busiest hours of classes during around 11 o'clock to about 3 p.m. But after that, MTSU seems to die down a bit more. There is not as many students walking around to be faced with these obstacles. That does not technically mean that workers are going to be working into midnight hours and night shifts, but by having construction limited to the later hours of the day, when campus is not at its prime busiest hours, we can all be faced with less inconvenience and distractions and obstacles due to the construction projects going on, just by simply having workers work later in the day, over weekends, or over breaks. So students can come back to campus after break with no construction or loud noise or distractions being in the way of their learning.